right, we are back with another episode of Sessions with Mary Jane. I am your host, Jordan Freed, and I am fried.
Is that the tag?
If you're doing the continuity from episode to episode, you'll realize that I was not fried on the last episode where I was wearing this shirt, and now I am fried, and I'm also wearing this shirt because it's later in the day. It's a more acceptable time to be fried, and I'm here with a very amazing guest. He is a filmmaker. He is a journalist. He is a photographer. He is a writer. He is a connector of people. And he is in the building today. Matthew Zeitoun. Matt Zeitoun.
What's going on, Jordan?
You generally go by Matt, or what's your filmmaker name? Matthew Zeitoun?
I do the full name. Now I've done the full name. I actually, it doesn't matter, as there's various like ways. Like my grandma used to call me Matus. I get Mateo a lot.
Mateo's sick.
Yeah, Mateo.
That's a good filmmaker name.
I prefer to go as Mateo sometimes because like I sometimes pass for Italian. I actually lied on my first job and said I was Sicilian to get into this Italian restaurant. And but if I go by Mateo, I'm just like,
that was the diversity like checkbox. Like, are you Sicilian?
Yeah. Shout out to Peter and Grassolina.
Oh damn, I should get that job.
What are you?
I'm Sicilian.
Really?
And then random like places that Jews were chased out of, like kind of Poland, Ukraine, Russia kind of areas, Hungary, that type of shit.
I just got
that type shit.
I just got my brother's like going through the whole thing. Like I just got the
Ancestry.
Ancestry.com thing. I'm 50% from Levant, and my mom is just the whitest lady on the place. Just all the white people
where?
Fucking. She's like Scottish, Irish, British, just
wow.
all the white people. 1% Ashkenazi Jewish.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Did not know.
You're in the tribe. Your mother has a little bit of Jew in her.
Bro, yeah, bro. I was outside. I was like snapping at the weather, trying to make it like rain and shit. I don't know what percentage you get like those powers, but you know.
Right now you could just like get shocked by things and it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, that's like 0.5%. Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. It's like the rubber conductivity.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. You start to control the weather when you're more in the
like the
50 to 75% tier. I'm like at the lower tier of controlling the weather. Like I could just make clouds appear over my head.
Yeah.
I might edit out that portion.
Okay,
I feel like we just strayed so far away from what we're here
and
for.
now a moment from our sponsors. Yeah, man.
So you're here today. You're coming to us from Paterson.
Yes, that's the real homeland. That is the real fucking homeland.
Paterson is a very interesting city. How long have you been there?
My family.
What do you love about it?
Oh, dude.
So your family was always from there?
My family's been there since they immigrated. My grandma and grandfather immigrated from like a village in Lebanon, and then they ended up on Straight Street in Paterson, and I think maybe late 40s, early 50s, maybe. And like, wow. Yeah, they had a house up in Straight Street, like, just weird, man. Like, cause like, I don't know. I spent a lot of time, like, I like graduated high school, then I just dipped. And then,
you went to LA?
Yeah, I went to Brooklyn, and then I went to LA. And then, but no, it's like strange cause I never thought I would actually be like back home. You know what I mean? Like I moved out from Paterson to Union City, and then Union City to Brooklyn, and then LA. But it's like I just never thought I would like be in the area, and it's like weird, man. Like my grandpa, like he worked at like this like coat factory like for like 30 years. Is like just a floor manager, and you know I get to see that like every day, and it's something I've lived in the woods, bro. Like I mean I was like just NorCal was a crazy time. But like going from that.
Where
like,
were you in NorCal? Like Humboldt? Areas?
Humboldt's like where you like, it's like, oh yeah, I'm from New York when you're from Paterson.
Yeah.
And it's like fucking, you know, it's like that shit. Basically Humboldt. There's Humboldt, and then there's the Trinity Mountains, and then there's Shasta, and there's like everybody knows Mount Shasta because it's like the fucking energy freaks and shit. But they also have aliens. Like you just have to find the portal at the right time. Yeah, no, and I lived in Shasta for a while, for a good like 4 or 5 years, 5 years. It was just cultivating tomatoes.
Yeah, here they have good tomatoes in California.
Amazing tomatoes.
No, terrible tomatoes compared to Jersey, but
the cartel,
I guess they wanted
the cartel is diluting the tomatoes like crazy. The cartel and the Mongs. The Mongs are the two. You know what I mean? But it's crazy. There's no money in tomatoes. No more money in tomatoes.
Ever since tomatoes were more readily available
too many tomatoes.
Shops everywhere. There's so many tomato shops everywhere.
Fucking, you know what, man? But it's not as good. You ever have like a tomato that's grown from the earth, bro?
I just did. Yeah, I have a friend who gave me some home grow, and I'm like, this is amazing. I can't believe you could grow those tomatoes in the Hudson Valley.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Beautiful. But yeah.
Wow. So you moved on from tomato growing and
moved back like at the end of COVID. And like nobody was taking care of my grandma, and so I just like, I don't know, I moved back, and I just like slowly, like I took care of my grandma, and then like I slowly started to like get like, I was a filmmaker. I was studying film for like 10 years, and then
where did you study film?
LACC.
Oh, okay.
It's the People's College, bro. LACC rules, because fucking it's like basically it's like the same thing as USC. USC you're paying a lot for like network. Like it's the same tools and shit. LACC is like, I don't know, man. It was just great. Like California was great. Just went out there, studied a lot, fucking worked, had some did some projects. It was cool. But yeah, but NorCal was like life experience. But then came back at the end of COVID, was taking care of my grandma, and I was just like building up equipment and shit. You know what I mean? I just bought, like we were just talking to the guy before, about the Ursa. Like I got sold some tomatoes, got an Ursa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like bootstrap, man. Sold tomatoes, got a fucking Ursa, and like it just really started. It's like I'd produced, like it was weird, man.
Yeah, what types of film jobs were you doing when you hopped out into it? Were you always just directing your stuff? Were you just popping on different people's productions, PAing, producing? Like what were you doing?
LACC. So when I flew out to LA, the reason why I moved out to LA was like I was in Brooklyn and I was living in this kung fu dojo. And I was producing music, and I like tried to like make beats and shit when I was younger, and I was doing photography, and I really love photography, and I don't know, I was just like thinking of something that I could do for the rest of my life, and I moved out of Brooklyn because dojo was like, there's a whole tale of the dojo. The dojo goes under. Then I move out to LA.
Dojo.
Yeah, I lived in this kung fu. I basically kind of like Prototype, where say there's like Phenotype and Prototype. Phenotype like is like a kung fu dojo, and the top floor is like all residential thing. And I had it's like 38-year-old Dominican guy named Knowledge, huge dude, who would teach kung fu to like these kids in Brooklyn. So it'd be like weird, bro. Like I'd be coming home, man, and like he'd be like fighting off like fucking 3 kids. He'd be like, "Yo, dude, turn off the fucking lights, man. I'm not trying to pay the fucking electric." But it's my landlord. Yeah, Knowledge, NAHLEJJ. But yeah, man, moved out of there like right before the dojo fell. McKibben Lofts, which is pretty. I don't know if you're familiar.
No, that's sick though.
McKibben Lofts is kind of like. I would classify Prototype as like a cleaner McKibben. Okay. Like McKibben is like a bunch of artist lofts, but it was just like, I don't know. It's just like, it would be like, to give an example, there was like, I went to like a naked paint rave,
Wow.
Yeah, we're just everybody, but everybody's fucking zonked out of their minds and they're covered in paint, and then like people are hitting the fucking walls and shit, and just the whole place is just it was great. Brooklyn in 2014 was the shit.
Wow.
Probably still the shit. Yeah, man, where was I? I was living in McKibben, moved over to LA because I wanted to do something, and then wanted to like figure out like what my thing was. Like I never left home. So then I moved out there, and my sister had a spot in Calabasas.
Word.
Yeah, my sister yeah, I don't know. So she moved out. So I moved there, and I'm crashing with my sister, and I'm like trying to figure out like how to get like situated in LA. And I don't know, man. I then moved out like 2 weeks later because my sister's crazy. Fucking moved out. I moved to South LA, and I had like this like loft spot. And, I'm trying to get, like, my bearings and, like, trying to study where to go, like, where's, like, good spaces for, like, music producers and stuff. And I'm trying to figure out how to, like, make a career in music that's, like, a life thing. But I'm not, like, I was making beats. I love, like, Logic 9 and shit like that. Like, that was my cutoff for the DAWs. I moved to that spot, and then, I'm like, oh, I'm a film composer is like you're doing like a real service. Like that's like a career. And like, you could do that for the rest of your life instead of like, hey, I'm I don't want to be like Iggy Pop. No disrespect to Iggy Pop. He's a fucking man. But you know what I mean? It's like, like 80 doing Search and Destroy, like, so I was like, that's like a good sustainable. And then Scorsese had this list of films. I know this is like a long.
No, this is what the podcast is for.
Oh yeah, fucking Scorsese had this list of films of like 87 films to like study, and then I started to study the films to try to get like a sense of music, man. And then I watched Barry Lyndon. And,
fuck yeah! I fuck with Barry Lyndon super hard.
So beautiful, bro. Like, but it was weird, man, because I was like, I think maybe like 21. And like I'd done photography and music, man, and I saw Barry Lyndon, and I saw like how he has like that like slow like zoom out or the zoom in, or this really and then it's just this fucking beautiful portrait, bro. And I think it was the fact that it was like slowed that just made me realize that like film was like photography.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? But it was like so much more, and you can fucking like do that like there's always like you're never sacrificing anything learning in film. Like, you know what I mean? It's like you'll study great literature and you just understand like writing better. You know what I mean? Like you get into the physicality of acting, and it's like you understand yourself and your emotions better. You know what I mean? Like fucking the photography is insanely more advanced. You know what I mean? There's fucking millions of dollars. You know what I mean? Or nothing. You know what I mean? Or it's just straight up like interpretation. It's crazy. But yeah, I like fell in love with film, and I started to go down that list, and I would screen cap like every frame, bro. Anytime, it's nuts, bro. So yeah, I just fell in love with film then, and then fucking like I got into school, and like I didn't really want to go to school. It's like I felt like I was learning more just by studying the films.
Yeah.
Like I kind of miss being like in love with it, like that, and like constantly consuming shit. But then there's this balance of like you're taking on a lot of influence, but you're not necessarily developing your own voice type of shit.
Yeah.
So photography was that kind of like crutch for me. Not crutch for me, but it was like this daily practice where it's not like this whole thing, you know what I mean? And I have to figure this out on the fly, you know what I mean? It's like just seeing like how I view the world, you know what I mean? But it's like you're taking the influences from all this. It's like we're like our own AI or some shit. Yeah, man. So I was falling in love with film, went into school, and then it was just spent a good like it was like 3 years. It was great, man. Like my professors were fucking cool. It was like you learn a lot of like the technical shit. You know what I mean? Like like assembling, like fucking stabilization, like all that shit. Like it's all just technical stuff. You could technically learn it out of a book, but it's like
it's better to have somebody you could ask questions to.
Yeah, but it's also like the shit with USC, man. It's like the crew, like it's your community. Like, all right,
Yeah.
like I could go to LA and I know that, like, all right, cool. I got Carmen, Will, fucking Faustino, Alex, Olga, fucking Chingish. Like I got a crew of people over there that I can, like, bro, let's go. You know what I mean? Like, like, all right, this guy's got this. And like, it's, probably going to get to OFS later, but it's like the community, man. Like that's what you're really paying for in terms of school, or just even putting in time in any of this shit.
Definitely. Like Brendan, who was a co-host of Sessions with Mary Jane, he was like, out of nowhere, he was just like, yeah, I'm working on my friend's film. Like, I don't want to disclose any details if there's NDAs that are being signed, but
it's the Epstein documentary. Bro.
But it's just like funny. Like, he's literally just working with somebody randomly that he went to school with. Like, now it's like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It's 6 years ago.
Oh yeah. Bro.
And like that just always comes up. Like, I booked somebody on a comedy show that I went to school with 10 years ago. It's like, it's crazy. Like, you still hit people up. And as I'm like working on this feature film that I'm working on, it's like I'm starting to hit up like just random people from different parts of my life.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh wow, like, who would be perfect? This person who I haven't talked to in 11 years. Like, I wonder if they want to work on a project. Like, and yeah, most people are down. And I
What's
feel
your
like
piece about?
I can't
give me like
I can't talk too much about it, but it's going to be a
nugget.
stoner comedy set in New Jersey. So yeah, I'm working with Rob Shiano. And, and Brendan.
Shout out to Rob, bro.
Brendan and I wrote the script on it, so we're gonna be locked into pre-production and whatnot.
Nice.
But that's all I'll say about it right now. I don't know how much. Rob just posted on Facebook that he's producing a feature film, so I guess it's disclosed that something is happening.
All right, cool, bro. Congrats, dude.
Yeah,
you gotta do the.
But yeah, just looking out for New Jersey production people. It's kind of sick, like, especially after talking to David Schoner and now talking to you. It's like you are kind of bringing together a lot of community here, and there's like a lot of studios coming here, so there's just going to be more and more films being produced here, more and more people who are like, yeah, I worked 9 months already this year. I'll work on your project for free. I don't give a fuck, Like, jobs bring more creative pursuits and like people having the money and time to be like, yep, I already worked on projects where I worked 14 hours a day. Like, I'm going to go do my buddy's thing and like make it happen. Yeah. So I think we're going to start to see the benefits of that, is like people being able to sustain in Jersey, like once it actually picks up from the Netflix studio and shit.
It's going to be sick, bro. It's what's strange is that like I went out to LA, like I'm from here, and like I went out to LA to learn that craft, and I had no intention of really like, I was like, but I'm like, like let's do this, you know what I mean? Like, let's learn this. And I fell in love with it. And it became like I don't know, man. It became like this fucking like, ikigai. You ever hear that term?
No.
It's like the Japanese have a thing where it's called the ikigai. It's like a reason to live. You know what I mean? And like, it's been like this like anchor of like, there's like, somebody has a trade where it's like, oh yeah, fix cars, you know what I mean? But it's like, this is like films, because it just takes so long, and there's so many like fucking logistics, like, you know what I mean? Like I'll touch back a project like 4 years like back and like fuck with it, or like I'll have like a small like bit, or like a small just concept, and then you could just like improv off of it, like but like film is definitely like my like as long as I like that's the whole purpose of it, was to do something that I would do for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Like, and pursue that, and that's every day is like you work a little bit more towards like attaining that goal, or just like just wanting to fucking like because it's the thing is, man, like when you make a film, man, it's like you can make. My example is The Glance. I have a short film, and I'm just distributing, and I just distribute that shit like constantly, like every day. And when you get somebody's like reaction to it, like you can get the live audience reaction, but it's like I'll get like a comment. Like yesterday, like I got a message that they were VJing it at a bar in Portland.
That's so sick.
Fucking weird, bro. Fucking weird. It's like just people I'll never meet. And then they're watching this shit, and I made it at In Seven. Shout out to Kasha I will never get your last name right. And Josh Knoblich. They run this thing called Gardenship. It was in Kearney, but I think now they're gonna move it over to Jersey City. I made this film in 7 days.
Boo! We like Kearney.
No,
Damn.
Is it Seshlan? Is that
yeah, Sesh House was there. R.I.P. Sesh House. Now it's House of Ember. They just had a comedy show there down the street from a comedy show I was having.
Oh really? Yeah, where fucking I heard the police are crazy over there.
Yeah, no, they're nuts.
They don't fuck around.
They started ticketing people at my Jimmy show, and
really?
Yeah, it was funny. I got flashbacks to the cops being outside of like the Williams Center. I was just like, damn, we're gonna have to deal with that. I was like, I don't want to deal with the cops.
Yeah, like just doing a bit about fucking just like mid bit. Fucking yeah, man.
Do the cops ever give you guys trouble at Prototype?
Bro, that's what's Paterson is
There's too much going on.
Paterson is the woods 30 minutes away from New York City. Bro, you didn't have water for like a month. Like, oh, dude, yeah, no, fucking no. They don't really. You know what it is, man?
Because like everybody who lives in the building understands that things are going to be loud.
Yeah. I mean,
so it's like kind of far apart from stuff too.
You sign up for the Marines, bro. Or I don't know if it's the Marines or whatever ex-military division, but it's like, where's
your brand on your body? Where do they brand you?
Oh, I haven't.
Prototype.
A lot of people did get the brand. I had a promise with my grandma that I wouldn't tattoo myself until she died, and now she's dead, so now I can get a tattoo. But I think it's
that 1% Jew.
That is actually, I was gonna get the Star of David immediately. Where's my birthright? Fucking, I'm on a vacation. No, man, fucking. I think like the succession of I'm gonna get like a rose for her, and then go to, slowly brand it up.
Then get the dragons like across your ribs.
Oh, there's more lore to be unfolded. Yeah, man.
What is Prototype for people who don't know?
Prototype is the continuation. Well, all right, like I can go for history, or I can go like what is. It is
history more so right now.
You want history? Okay. Prototype is the continuation of 660 Studios in Jersey City. It's founded by John Fathom, who's a really, really close friend, and like a mentor. John founded the spot. John founded an empty warehouse at 660 Grand Street. And John's a madman. So he's like, I'm just going to take over this fucking building. And he basically, this is for the lore. I was not part of the 660 experience, but he basically fashioned this building like a Mongolian tribe. I digress. He fashioned this building like a Mongolian tribe, and then like Alex was like his mentee. You know what I mean? Like Alex leased the floor, and Alex was doing this thing called I think it was Archetype. Archetype was the first one, and it was kind of a little bit like Mondays with Mav. Mondays with Mav is an open jam sesh that happens every Monday. Come on by, it's beautiful. Alex was doing Archetype over there, and it was like, this improv like jam, and then like, artists from Jersey City would come in, and like, he would just create magic on this thing, and like work together. It was just this whole thing of like collaboration, and I think it was around maybe 2019 or 2018. I could be fucking up this. The owner bought or sold the building, and then they're like, oh, then they tried to like fuck with them. I think they gave them like fire ordinance or something. And then, everybody lived in normal apartments for like a year or so. And then like, the energy is going to land somewhere. Like it can't just be like, we're just going to box these people in. Like you can't really. So Alex was looking around for a spot, and then he found the 5th floor, I think, and with Eric Saltz, and like, it's a whole community.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not real like, but yeah, fucking he found the 5th floor, and it was just blank. And my buddy Squirrel Rosenberg, who has a really cool podcast, shout out to Squirrel. He had this place for his podcast studio.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was a podcast studio, and Squirrel would just interview people constantly, and then I don't know, Squirrel left. I think he went to the Art Factory. Don't shout out the Art Factory, Mafia. Fucking yeah, man. Then Alex rented it, and then it was just a blank warehouse, and then they just I came towards the tail end of like August. I've been there for almost like four years. Yeah, 4 years now. 4 years in like a month or two.
Wow.
Yeah. And like it was just beautiful. Like I came back. This is like I came back and I was living with my grandma, and I had I was taking care of her, and fucking I don't know. I had my office, and then fucking I don't know. I had this like thing where like I had a really tough conversation with my brother where he was like, yo, dude, you gotta fucking like, dude, it was just like a tough love conversation. I was like, and then I was like, oh, well, I'm about to be 30, man. I'm like, fucking like, I got to move out of my parents' place. Like, this isn't good. And then I looked, and Prototype was the first place that showed up on Craigslist. And I was like, Patterson fucking theater? What the fuck? You know what I mean? I was like,
wow.
Yeah. And then I went in, and like I couldn't, but like my first thought was like, there's no fucking way Paterson's getting gentrified, and there's no way. Fucking but they're not really gentrifiers, man. They're like, it's just like
they're bringing culture. They engage the local community.
Yeah, they do, dude. It's so much like they bring in, like, it's really just bringing in culture and community, and it's like just really just like this like warmth. It's like, I don't know. I used to describe it as like an oasis. You know what I mean? Because it's like I thought the building was fucking abandoned. You know what I mean? I would hang out with my friends at Ripe Studio. Shout out to Ripe Studio. Fucking, I would hang out with my friends and drive back, and we'd see this building, and it looked like it was abandoned. It was like a giant warehouse on the side.
Still looks like it's abandoned.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
Nobody, you don't know. Sometimes you'll hear music, and it's like, it's crazy. But it's like home, and it's home for a lot of people, man. It's like, but to see it like,
it's one of the coolest places in Jersey.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's the strangest experience. One of the best times of my life. Like these are the good times. You know what I mean? It's hard. You know what I mean? It's not like the logistics and the management of that place. It's
no, I'm sure it's
so
fucking
much
crazy,
shit, bro.
Anytime people are fucking spilling drinks, and like people are walking around in their shoes in your house, like, and you don't have a lot of your own space, like so much stuff is just shared with other people. That's a wild life. Like, I have a lot of respect for y'all for holding that down and like creating a space for people.
Everybody has their own like, man. I did shrooms one time, and I realized that it's all like a tribe, and in a tribe, like everybody has like their like like their role, where it's like, okay, cool, like here's like like mystic fucking, I don't know, maybe I'm going like by magic terms, but it's like like there's like the town like crier, you know what I mean, like, or it's like it's like it works in that, and in like building that kind of family, you're able to like give to, you know what I mean, it's like a campfire, like a tribe will all gather by the campfire, and it's like all these people who are coming by will find their way to like this energy where it's like we got food, you know what I mean, we got like fucking music, it's like good music, just going down to base like humanity, where it's like good food, music, friends, you know what I mean, just like protection, and like and it's like that's the beauty of it all, man. It's so nice. It's just it's a lot to maintain the village. It is a village, you know what I mean? It takes a village, and it is a fucking village.
Yeah, and one thing I've always noticed about it is a 420 friendly space.
Okay,
and that is a beautiful thing.
And we're a 420 friendly space.
Yeah. No. I'm just saying that like just adds, because it's like something that you can't do at a lot of other institutions. Like it is private, it is DIY kind of vibes. Like you literally need a code to get into the building. Like it is kind of, everything is speakeasy, everything is kind of VIP. Like,
well, you have to bribe the crackhead. That's the other way you can get it.
He always knows the code. It changes every day.
He's wearing a raincoat. He's got a fucking hook for a hand. He's just like,
I figured out the system.
You're not too far off.
But it's cool. This is the Sessions with Mary Jane podcast.
Oh,
so
okay,
like,
all right.
it's literally sessions with Mary Jane. So like having a space that you could watch bands, you could watch comedy.
Yeah.
When this podcast comes out, they'll have had the 5-year anniversary show that I'm on and Matt has cultivated.
Yo,
and it went great. It went fantastic.
Amazing, dude. You're sad about slamming. The thing, dude.
Yeah, Chris Gethard. He was there.
He was there.
He was there.
Chris.
Joy on Fire. They played.
They played. Shout out to John Paul.
Yeah.
Fucking. Dude, that and the plays. I don't know. Can I cut a promo? I watched a lot of Dusty Rhodes before this to try to do this promo, right?
Okay.
So 5 years. Shit. All right. Wait. Hold on.
This is like coming out like in 2 weeks.
Bro,
yeah.
Wait, whatever. Fucking. Yeah. No, man. Fucking tomorrow, man, it's just giving you a fucking heads up, man. Like, tomorrow's gonna be nuts, bro. Like the anniversary parties, it's the best night of the year, like bar none. Like fucking like the lineup is just insane. Like there's like an all day activities thing. I actually got.
Should I be on mushrooms for it?
After the show.
Yeah.
Like, please don't. We got 30 comedians, and I'm gonna fucking, let's see. Hold on, let me show you. This is me preparing. So let's check this shit out. So tomorrow or 2 weeks ago, fucking, we got there's a gallery exhibit by Andrea McKenna. She just does beautiful, beautiful work. She's the curator of Art House. You got open level dance with Miranda, women's self-defense class with Matt Rosario. That's on the 3rd floor. There's multiple floors of this thing. So the 3rd floor is the Fold, 4th floor is Phenotype, 5th floor is Prototype, and now technically the 6th floor they've converted it into a gallery. We have 2 galleries now in the past week and a half.
I haven't been into the galleries. What's the deal?
You ever
with
go to
those?
the 3rd floor?
No, I don't know.
The 3rd floor is crazy, bro. You'll it's like. I don't know the interior of Gregory's Coffee, but it's like that white fucking, you know what I mean? Like the espresso shit where it's like everything's steel for some reason. It's like this, it's just like a very pristine, fucking banquet hall. Not banquet, but I don't know. They do catering, it's just
oh wow.
Just a blank space. Blank white space. But it's just, you're able to just craft what you do. But due to a great hanging method by my boy Paul Larson, shout out Paul Larson, or the tip off of how to hang the shit. The Fold's gonna start doing more gallery shows and stuff, man. And they have Uprooted by Andrea, and it's really just gorgeous work, man. She's just
word.
Yeah. There's a video installation. It's this whole experience, man. And
I'm big into that shit.
Check it out, man.
I wish there were more galleries popping up. They just cost a ton of money for resources and shit, and to rent out a space for an extended period of time. But it's just the best thing. I've been to that Meow Wolf shit.
Oh really? Which one did you go to?
I went to the one that's in Houston when I was down in Houston, and it was kind of cowboy space themed. It was sick. And there's a bar at the end.
Is it a Quickie Mart or some shit? I don't know.
That was in Las Vegas, I think. Yeah, I'm very into them. I still have to watch the documentary though. I got the documentary about Meow Wolf.
What documentary?
They just had one at Sundance, I think, and you could get it at the gift shop, and I got it. It was $10. I was like, okay, I'll support you guys and get this DVD in a sleeve.
Didn't that guy just die?
The Meow Wolf guy?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Okay, all right.
Damn, R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P.
They're opening one in New York, so.
Really?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna peep that shit.
All right, word.
But I like the immersive shit for sure. I think there should always be more of that.
Yeah. It is that's the thing is that when you go into the spot, it is a curation. It's just the whole piece. Every space is curated and it's just constantly evolving. Like I said, I came in the end of August, and there was the dragon, but the stage was on the bottom. You know what I mean? And then it was old. Older lighting and stuff, but it was going in and seeing that in Paterson is I couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? There's art, people have photography studios and shit like that, but it was just it's just something I didn't know could exist. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I kind of felt I was in it was weird though, is that the week I moved in, I I think it was like Hurricane Sandy. It wasn't Sandy. Sandy's the shit from like 2010. What was I think Irene or some shit that happened
I think so.
Yeah, fucking that hits the all the river streets flooded to like where that gas station is. Like, you know, I mean, so basically it's just an island warehouse. And
no, that shit is wild when it floods. Like, I also have mad respect for you guys because of dealing with that shit.
I mean, now it's good. Honestly,
They fix something?
Yeah, no, when FEMA has to like like evac you, like fucking and the mayor's trying to run for Congress, fucking they start fixing River Street. I mean, they had a plan to fix River Street for like a long time, but they finally like it's taking care of the sewage. The water lines. That's why we didn't have water for a month. Is the water lines are like 140 years old. Wow. So like they keep like breaking. I don't know, man. It's just
peak Patterson.
Dude,
140 years ago.
Oh, I got into it. I didn't get into it with Andre on like, cause I do this thing called the Patersonian, and it's just
yeah. Speak on that.
Yeah, it's just like I love that city. I love it so. You know what it is? There's no fucking lying in that city. Like if you're a fucking crackhead, if you're a fucking like a lawyer, or if you're a fucking just hanging out a Chinese thing, thug. You know what I mean? It's just, and it's like Peru. Like you're either Peruvian, fucking. There's Arabic section. There's there's like black people. There's like Latinos. Like a Dominican section, and it's like it's America. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, and it's within this small mile, and it's not the craziest rep of all time. You know what I mean? There's a lot of like, oh bro, the city's fucked up. You know what I mean? But it's like we're all coexisting, and it's just working fucking class people, man. And some people are just trying to survive, and it's like it's hard. It's like the woods. Or the woods, or like it's like a jungle, but it's not like horrible. Like there's been a lot of improvement in the city, man. But it's just like there's a lot of shit that that's just decades of just no actual like progress. And then like but I fuck with Andre. I was getting into a spat with him over the Patersonian, but the Patersonian is like, it's a publication. I've shifted it from like, this is like my longest project, but what I love about it, it's like a thing that I will do for the rest of my life. It's like I was gonna make it a newspaper, and then I'm like, all right, newspapers are fucking dying. And then it was like, oh, then it's multimedia. But now it's like this, just telling truthful stories. You know what I mean? It's like it could be photography, like there's a curation to it, but it's like I've been doing photography of the city pretty much daily since I got back, maybe like 4 years. Since I got back in the prototype kind of got me back into photography. I was doing like film writing, but I didn't, when I was in the woods, I just didn't really it's how many times am I gonna take a photo of a fucking tree, you know what I mean? So I kind of fell off, but then I came back when I came to prototype, because I was just seeing the bands, man, and it's like energy is just exchanged, you know what I mean? It's like, oh shit, like this dude just fucking killed it on guitar and this beautiful piano and the light show, and then you like wake up and you're like supercharged and you want to fucking like make more art. So I was doing photography, man, and like I just like seeing people like naturally. It's kind of the style I was building in Los Angeles. I brought it over here, and I don't know, I just want to like tell stories, but it's like not in the sense of like having to fucking, like, that's what I like about journalism a little bit. Journalism is like fast filmmaking, where it's it's like the New Yorker, it's like, here's a short story, you know what I mean? And here's like a portfolio, and here's like what the fuck's going on, you know what I mean? And it's not like, this is like Mums. I have a screenplay. It was like, it's Mums, where it's like, this is my interpretation of death. You know what I mean? Or how to deal with grief, or like, this is, my interpretation of love. It's not like that, sentimental, but it's like, it's to keep writing and practicing. And it's like that daily meditation. It's like, this is the city I live in. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just tell the truthful stories with it, man. Like, so I'll just do like a lot of off the cuff photography. And the project was like kind of stagnant for a while. Like, because I just didn't know what to do with it, but I never really abandoned it. It's like, because it's just the things that I do, man, I try to do for life. You know what I mean? It's like, You know, like film screenings, like I'm gonna do that for life, man. Like I'm always gonna make art. I'm gonna be a filmmaker for the rest of my life. Like, you know, and just doing photography and just having that like that thing. But I wanted to make it more of like, you know, when I'm making a film or I'm distributing a film, I'm like, look at me, here's my fucking piece, here's my piece, here's my piece. It's like I want to do that and build that kind of community and distribute other people's work. And like, just as long as, I mean, like we just put out a shout out to Joy, speaking of Joy on Fire, John Paul Carrillo submitted a fucking short story. It's called like Thus Spoke Johnson. And I posted that up. Then it's like pieces of poetry and pieces of other thing rather than like, you know, like, and it doesn't have to be me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like Rashad's a great poet. I would love to, you know, here's like spread his poetry, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, and it's just something like, it's a good like output of energy. And it's like, you know, you're able to like, and it's just intimate portraits, man. Intimate portraits, you know, good media, you know what I mean? Just not fucking shit.
If you had like $5 million to make the Patersonian what you want, what's like your ideal goal for it? If you had like $5 million, so you could like hire a staff and actually have real journalism, like what would you do?
It'd be like Vice, but with less minorities with guns. I'd focus a little bit more on like not in a dickhead sense, man. Like I like early Vice, but not sensationalist Vice. You know what I mean?
No, Vice was on the cutting edge of a lot of news shit.
Yeah, I was like, that was the thing, is like that's beautiful shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but not like, you know, here's this. We took a kid from fucking Bushwick, and we, you know, this like hipster in Bushwick, and we brought him to fucking Nambia.
Yeah,
and this is he's like, ugh, you know, this is my fucking roommate in McKibben. No, man, like I would do that, man, but it's just, you know, it's just.
It blew my mind when I was like taking journalism classes in high school and like college, and I realized that every reporter for the most part is being paid to go somewhere.
Yeah.
So if they're not sent by their bosses to something, it never gets covered. Like obviously you could get leads from people and you could get tips from people.
Yeah.
But if you don't get sent out to a place, it doesn't happen. And I feel like there is this big divide between like, all right, we're spending a lot of money, journalism companies, to like send people to report on Trump and watch his thing and be amongst 100 people who are in this press room watching Donald Trump speak or some shit like that. And it's like, there's literally thousands of stories.
Yeah. No, but that's what's cool about it. It's like filmmaking, like you get fixated on a single story for like a long amount of time. I think it like Patersonian like kind of satisfies like my ADD. Yeah. Where it's like, I'm like, all right, where, like, you know, next thing.
How often are you posting on it?
It was a while before I fucking found the flow of it. Like I had it where it was like, you know, it went from like the moral compass of it. It started as a newspaper where I was like, okay, like we're gonna do news, but I wanted to make the news that's not like we have Patterson Times and we have like Tap into Patterson, but that's just like clickbait shit, bro. Not clickbait shit. It's like Najee Seabrooks dies at fucking, you know, whatever. And, you know, at this time, and it's here's your factual shit and here's your fucking ad. Right? You know, and that's just that. Actually, you brought up a great journalist tactic with the bans in town shit. Journalism's dead.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's just an aggregate that's just scraping shit.
Yeah, so many of the journalism sites pull it. They use AI and they're like, what's going on in the area? Oh, cool, that's an event. Oh, cool. Can you pull the descriptions? Can you write a description? And it's like, everything's just going to be AI. Like, there's people who believe that the internet is now mostly bots anyway. So it's just like, we're just going to get to the point where there are just so few humans on the internet because they're just like, yeah, like I just talked to bots all day and I haven't even talked to a real person in like months, you know?
Fuck. That was for society. Yeah, no, dude, it was, the idea was like, cause I just didn't like what Patterson Times was doing. Cause it's just that, it's like,
there should be 30 publications in a place like Paterson. Yeah,
but it's also, bro, like, regardless of the thing, it's like Najee was like this guy who worked for the Paterson like Healing Collective. I'm not trying to butcher. I don't necessarily know the story as well, but it's like this guy, like it's a big town, but it's a small town. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like there's only like there's not that many people there. Like you know somebody's cousin. You know what I mean? Like you know like regardless, it's a big small town.
Yeah.
And like you know like I know this guy's fucking family. You know what I mean? It's like you know this guy's family, and it's like you could just deduce him to a headline, and you know here's your fucking man on the street. Like here are the people. They're outside City Hall, and then here's fucking Louis Velez, and Michael Jackson's going crazy, right? Fucking that's our congressman, our councilman. Fucking it's Michael Jackson. Shout out to Michael Jackson. Like what's his name? Councilman Jackson. Yeah, man. It's just like spending time with like fucking like the family, you know what I mean, and like seeing how him getting shot by the police has affected their lives, you know what I mean, like that was the one thing I appreciated with Vice, and that's what Vice's journalism was like beautiful, was that as like CNN and like, you know, MSNBC or Fox or whatever, they stay, they get the take, they dip, right? And like Vice develops the characters. You know what I mean? Vice will just stay there and like, this is General Butt Naked and this is da 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 da. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, you're not using these like characters as like commodity, but like these are people. You know what I mean? Like this is a guy who lives next to you that just got shot. He's not a fucking headline. And then it's like you can all repost it and here's your little fucking comments or some shit. But like, you know, it's that bringing that human aspect to it, man. And it's like, yeah.
There's almost been this trend to go towards breaking news now instead of like
it's too much content.
Instead of doing investigative reporting, it's like you just want to break the news quickly. It doesn't matter to investigate things and like tell a longer story. Yeah. So I think that's interesting too, is like you don't really need to breaking news as a news publication anymore. Like there's 100 of those that just do that. People are fucking tuned into all the police fucking radios and they hear it as it's happening and they go to the places. Like they're tuned into when there's a fire in their town and they go to it. Like the Hudson Valley has their person. Like NJ.com is probably the only publication that sends people out in Jersey to do stuff, but they're not like the biggest staff ever.
Yeah. No, that's the thing is, you know what I like about Paterson, man, is that it has its own characters. Like, all right, like one thing that, so I've been going on a lot of photo walks with my buddy. Shout out to Jeff Alkashab, NJ Native Photo. You know, Jeff kind of got me back into the swing of like, yo, let's walk around, because I'd taken so many photos of it. I kind of like I took a lot of, not break, but like I wait for something to catch my eye and then I'll capture the photo. Like, and you know, Jeff has a different style of photography, but he has like, we have the same like humanist eye. You know, but you know, you're going around on these walks and you know, you're meeting the people and you're sitting there and you're talking to them, and like they're the characters themselves. Like, or we have a guy in Paterson, he's just called Tiger Mask, or at least this is what I've dubbed him. Tiger Mask is just this guy who just has a giant mascot tiger mask, and you know, like he just walks around and he's just fucking Tiger Mask, you know. And you know, I met him once, I think like a couple years back, and I'm like, you know, and then I was there, you know, and like everybody's looking at him, he's wearing a fucking mascot head, and you know, he's like, yo, bro, he's like, they're trying to take my board. You know what I mean? They're trying to like, you know, thing. I'm like, yeah, bro, you just got to like keep on skating. And then I would just see him in random spots. You know what I mean? It was just this weird subject that would just pop up in Paterson. We have that. We have a pirate. Rest in peace, the pirate. The pirate in the projects. And yeah, so I'd see Tiger Mask, man. And what's it called? This is a story. It's not a story on the Patersonian, but it's a saga. So I see Tiger Mask, right? And Tiger Mask, like, you know, I've met him, I'd hang out with him. And like, you know, I see him and he's like wrapped up, he's got like keffiyehs and shit. He doesn't have the mask anymore. I'm like, dude, what the fuck happened to your mask, dude? He's like, oh, dude, he's like, they, you know, he's like, I was wearing the mask and then people like, you know, they beat me and they took the mask off from me.
Oh, Jesus.
Like they jumped him, they jumped him for the mask. So, you know, I'm walking around like, you know, like a thrift, shout out to Value Village, walking around thrift, and I see the fucking mask, bro, like the exact mask. I buy the mask, and like, I don't know when this guy's going to pop up. I don't have his number or anything. It's just Tiger Mask. You know what I mean? I don't really know what he looks like. He's just always like, he hides. It's a secret identity. you know, and people like know him. They're like, oh, he's my buddy's brother, but it's like he doesn't reveal his identity. I've never seen his face. I've known him for like 4 years. Fucking so I buy the mask, and I have the mask like, you know, up in my loft, and then what's it called? I had a thing where I'd canceled, and I saw him. You know what I mean? I saw him in the Kafia thing, and I'm like, and I hadn't seen him in months, bro. And I'm like, yo, dude. I'm like, yo, dude, I got something for you, man. And he's like, please tell me you got a tiger mask. This is the weirdest request. he's like, please tell me you got a tiger mask. And then I'm like, yeah, no, dude, I got it. So I bring him there, bro, and fucking, I give this guy this mask, dude, and he like drops to his fucking knees, just starts like, you know, praising, like, you know, talking about like God and how like, you know, it's beautiful. Because it's like you're like, and that's some shit that somebody only in Paterson, you know what I mean? Like, I understand that character of Paterson. Like, this is where I live. This is my home. Like, even like, you know, like my uncle was a DJ. He just recently died. And this the comedy show that happened 2 weeks ago was dedicated to him. Like, and he was a DJ, bro. He just DJ'd vinyl, and it was just like, you know, it's just a different time. Like, he was like 8 years old, you know, DJing for a fucking doo-wop group in Straight Street. You know what I mean? And it's just like these people, the people that make up the community there. Like, if you go around, it's really beautiful people like Hoodie Dean, who fucking, shout out to Hoodie Dean, best chicken in the city. Who just like guy lugs around a huge fucking smoker, bro. And just cooks for people. Just makes like the illest fucking jerk chicken like combo, and he's just cooking out on the street, like, you know, like kind of like the fucking, yeah, man. And you know, recently he got into a fucking he had an accident with like the thing, like it like exploded, and, you know, whole body covered in burns and stuff, and the community rallied around him, and that's some shit that, like, you know, like a random journalist isn't going to report on that. It's like, oh, you know, but I don't even think they would report on that. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, but we all know Dean. You know what I mean? We all know, you know, like, he's the man. It's like, you know, it's that, man. It's that tight-knitness and just telling your community stories and doing it like as a person and not as like a fucking bot, you know?
Yeah, and I think a lot of people miss out on that community. Like, I think some people have definitely leaned into it since like cell phones have taken over our lives and social media has taken over our lives. Bro. But that's really where I feel like you find the real humanity, is just like walking around your town. Like, if you don't walk around your town and know people in your town, like, yeah, you're missing out.
It's crazy because it's like it's such a double-edged sword, dude. It's like you need it. You need it to because we have freedom, bro. Like, we have like, we're anything. If you really just manifest it, man, you can get, you know what I mean? Like the Glance is playing in fucking Portland, and I'm not like, hey, let my fucking short film in the corner. It's just like, I put the energy out of the Glance and I promote it like constantly, and you know, like, that's just how crazy that'll reach. And it's like those stories, like seeing Tiger Mask, you know, burst into tears, like, that's like, you know, it's heartwarming. I'm not like seeking to have a heartwarming thing. It's just, I know that Tiger, like, that's the right that needs to be wronged. You know what I mean? Fucking, you know, and like, Dean's a good guy. Like, Dean cooks for mad people. You know what I mean? And it's like, we could sit here, we could focus on like, oh, well, you know, the cops are fucked up, or like, you know, or like, you know, we could detract from it. But you know, the city does has its flaws too. You know what I mean? Where it's a very, very hard place to live. You know, like, because you could get caught up so fast, man. Like, you know, there's a big drug epidemic going on there, man. It's like, you know, it's hard. It's really, really fucking hard. But it's you know, there's like beauty in it, and it's just so much. I love it so much, dude. Yeah. I don't know. No, I think that's my rant.
I think that it's great you came on and talked about Paterson stuff, because I don't know. We talked a little bit in the episode that I just released about New Jersey, and it was more like a rant about the industrial nature of New Jersey, less like about specific cities and stuff like that. Like, it was just like a soundbite that I posted a clip up. Yeah. And then so many people were jumping into the comments and just shitting on like Paterson and Newark. And I'm like, that's not the point of this clip, bro.
Dude, that shit spreads like a motherfucker, bro. No, like the shit that like like I made fun of the water situation, bro. Like, I did a reel where I was like, let me stunt, because we had water and like most of the city didn't have water. So I was like, let me stunt on you broke motherfucker. I'm like pouring water on like a fucking rollie. And I'm like, I'll just be leaving this water off and over there. I mean, people's fucking grandmas are showering with fucking water bottles. You know what I mean? And it's just fucking, but it's like, you know, that shit shares, you know what I mean? It's like, it's easy to rip on the shit too, you know? I don't know. I'm like half and half. Like, you know, I'm like, you know, it's easy to rip on it, but it's like, you know, the community, even during the water crisis, like fucking banded together. You know what I mean? Like, you know, there were people who were just like, when we were just walking around, you know what I mean, during the water crisis, there were people who were giving out like bottles of, you know, these huge cases of water out of the back of trucks and shit, just to make sure everybody was cool. And, you know, like we were just taking photos, you know, just hanging around. And they were like, you know, we don't want press. Like we're not calling council people or whatever. We're not like here for that. We're just like, we just want the community to be good. I'm like, where it's, you know, it's sick, bro. But there's always like, you know, there's these little, we all kind of know what we're up against. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and it's like these havens for people are really important, man. You know what I mean? Like Prototype, like there's a lot of like the big LGBTQ like community will like come like they feel safe there. You know what I mean? And it's a hard fucking city, bro. You know what I mean? Like it's like, you know, like a couple blocks up the way, definitely buy some crack. Fucking like they feel safe there. You know what I mean? Like musicians, like they feel safe there. Like artists feel safe there. It's building this home and being able to see people grow is like, not even grow, but like be able to really be them is absolutely, it's so nice. Like it's like, and you know, I learned about community like in these past 4 years, and that's the beauty of the 5 year too, is that like right now, like this is the time of year where everybody kind of forms together, like the Smurfs. I'm like, blah, 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 you know what I mean? You know, fucking rearrange chords, you know what I mean? Recurate shit, you know what I mean? Make sure, you know, like, or like introduce something new. Like I did upstanding comedy. I did one. Thank you for being on the first show, by the way, bro.
Oh yeah,
it was brutal.
Shout out upstanding comedy.
Yeah, it's third
New
show.
Things coming. New things coming.
Third show 2 weeks ago.
It was the charm.
It was amazing. It was, yeah. Second show, but thank you for the first one, man. That was like, I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah, it was hilarious. It was just in a warehouse in the hood in Jersey City that had fucking fences around it, that there was no signage. You were just like, am I at the right building? Like, the address is on the opposite side. Like,
I don't know, man.
I don't know how this works. Like, why did I take public transit here?
I love Logan. Oh, yeah, dude, yeah, it was brutal. Bro, it was so brutal. It was so brutal because I was like, I didn't want to book like a crazier lineup because I didn't know legit. This is my first time in the space. And like, I'm like, it's my boys, bro. It's you and Andreas. Shout out to Andreas Luizu. Fucking, I booked you, and I think of one guy who was on like Kill Tony in like Austin. And fucking, and then my buddy Cause just shows up and is just literally heckling me. So it's basically, we're all there's no mic. And I don't even think I did anything. I was just like, this, I can't even do this. Fucking, second one was really good, man. Second one, you didn't make the second one, but it was pretty sick. It was like, I think like 11-person lineup, which is kind of like a normal kind of intimate night. Everybody got to perform for each other. It was like way calmer, but it was a lot of fun. This one, the one 2 weeks ago, is insane. Yeah, I'm like, I wake up and I'm like, it's 30 fucking people. I'm gonna just list out the comics and just actually, this is who we got. I don't know if this is.
I'm gonna actually use the bathroom right now. If you want to plug it out.
I'm gonna go straight up Dusty Rhodes right now, bro.
Yeah, dude.
All right, let's go. Not him on Ric Flair. Yo, shout out to Joe Mike Marks, Jake Gleason, AJ Ellis, Ryan Peterson, Ryan Hellman, Jordan Freed, Dawood Shabazz, Nick Crespo, Will Roberts, David Louis, Joe Scaracca, Dennis Vaj, Chris Lopez Jelly, Emmy Buttrick, all the way from Ohio, Carlos Sabes, France, Wayne Pizzella, Anthony Jones, Carly Daggett, Andrew Michaels, Alex Labuti, Robert Anaz, Andreas Luizu, the GOAT, bro, Warren S., Scott Holt, Joshua Ryan, Steve Kane, Rachel Parenta, and Carrie Ross. It is fucking nuts, but thank you for the show 2 weeks ago that I'm embracing. Yeah, man, it's fucking crazy. It's gonna be good, or it was good. This is awkward. I don't know if I fucking vote. I don't know what the fuck to do. Ugh.
You know where it is?
Yeah. Okay, cool. Are you cutting?
Hell yeah.
I'll see you edit.
You want to keep going?
Up to you, bro.
Cool. No, I definitely want to get into open. Yeah, I'd do another like 20 minutes or so
Cool.
if you're down. All right, we're back from my bathroom break, and he
And I have
shouted
more
out
water.
all the comedians. Also, if you're watching this, I have a big show at the Williams Center, my home, a mile from my house. I'm going to be opening for Michelle Trina and her Divorce Diaries show, so definitely get tickets to that. It's going to be fun. I haven't done a show like this with her, so I'm excited to kind of create the mashup, you know? I was saying I'm pre-divorce for the Divorce Diaries.
She's
No, yeah, but come out to that show. The 25th, Williams Center, greatest places to watch comedy, besides Prototype, of course. Prototype's great. But no, the Williams Center.
we're not that cool of a theater.
It's like
that
a one.
theater is crazy.
The 115 seat like Spring Hall Theater is so dope.
Yeah.
Like everybody's kind of close on top of each other, and the comedian has a good spotlight, and that's really all you need. And the sound is crisp as fuck.
Yeah,
No, it's sick. If you've never seen a comedy show in that room, it's pretty sick.
okay. This is the big ass.
No, not the. Well, the big one is a good feel, but the smaller one is like easier to fill. There's not high ceilings. Like the ceilings are kind of like it's more condensed onto you.
Oh, okay, word. Yeah, no, I feel
Like people walk into that and they think it's called the black box, but the
word.
black box is actually a different like standing room space that's like behind the historic theater.
Where do you guys do? Is it Cinema Underground?
Yeah, and then there's 2 movie theaters downstairs.
What's the name of theirs? You have a film thing. There's like a film.
The Rutherford Film Festival?
No, yeah, Rutherford Film Festival, but it's with like this collective or something that they do. I forgot what it's called.
I don't know exactly. They're having like movie trivia on Wednesday nights. I went last night and that was pretty boss. It was
Nice.
fun.
Was that you? Were you hosting?
No, I wasn't hosting. Jesse Corman was actually hosting.
Oh, where?
From the number 12. Looks like you, that band, and he's also a filmmaker.
All right, well.
Yeah. But we are.
I like your bit with the trivia, bro. That shit was hilarious.
Oh,
He's
thank
like,
you.
Yeah, like, fucking, he's like, we all fucking have the answers. He's like, except when I host trivia. He's like, and then I have all the fucking answers. Yeah, I love that shit. It's good.
Word. So we talked a little bit about filmmaking, but you haven't talked 1 second. Well, you've talked 1 second about open film screenings, but you haven't talked too much about it.
Yeah.
And this is a wonderful thing that you've been doing now for about 1.5 years, 2 years, right?
No, it's about a year. It'll be a year next month.
Yeah. So it's been amazing.
It's nuts, bro.
How would you describe it? Like it's kind of like an open mic for films or a showcase for local filmmakers.
Yeah, it's weird, man. I'll give some history on it. So I don't know. So I run the 4th floor. I run Fetal Tight Stages at Prototype. So I run the 4th floor, and we be doing events. Like, you know, we have an open deck DJ thing. And like, you know, I had an idea to do like a screening, you know what I mean? Like you could do like, here's, you know, licensed films, whatever. And it was, initial idea was to call it Pheno Reel. And, you know, I just floated out like proof of concepts and shit. And then, what's it called? I don't know. I did a screening for my film at Art House, and my buddy Danny Mayer, shout out to Danny Mayer, hit me up and was like, "Yo, bro, can I get a Q&A?" And I'm like, "Well, this isn't really my spot." I'm like, "But I'll get you a Q&A." And you know, Danny wanted to screen his film. Is it Glass Eyes? I think it's Glass Eyes. Like last year, and I was like, "Word." And then he was like, "Oh, bro, it's no pressure, man. You know what I mean? If like, you know, like you don't have to like." I'm like, you know, like yeah, let's just screen it. Like, and it's like, yo, bro, even if it's just you and me, and we're just like playing fucking N64, like, you know what I mean? It's a big Wayne Gretzky '98 fan. Fucking, he's like, yeah, even if it's just you, me, and Brian, bro, fucking, you know, we'll just play N64 and screen the film. It'd be great, you know, let's just hang out. And I was like, nah, fuck that shit. I'm gonna fucking, you know, I'm gonna get you an audience, bro. We're gonna, you know, like, I want to screen your film. Let's get a screening. And you know, then you know, I opened it up, like, you know, how you know, I take a lot of influence from like, you know, like Rashad and Alex, like, you know, like open jam, just leaving it for people, just giving people a place to speak, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's strange because like, you know, like I get a Q&A, you know what I mean? But I'm not like actively going and like requesting to fucking do it. But it's like, you know, it's far. So, you know, I start to gather. I'm like, yo, let's open it up. And then, you know, people signed up, you know what I mean? Like, so I think it was like the first one was like maybe 10 filmmakers that all showed up. And it was just like, the community was just like born like that day. Like, it was way more people than I'd never really done like events.
I think
like
I went
that.
to the second one.
Yeah, second one was when I went varsity. Second one was 2 floors.
Yeah, that was so sick.
Yeah, bro. But it's like the list of it like keeps. You know what I mean? It's what like we need. It's like not like I don't like Film Freeway. Like not in a bad way.
Let's speak on it.
No, I don't like Film Freeway. Film Freeway is like you're paying money to submit and then they'll be like, "Hey, no, we're not taking it." But it's like you took the fucking like give me the money back. You know what I mean? If you're not gonna like actually do anything, like, you know, it's like
it powers a lot of festivals, the submission fees.
I get it, but I'm
like
just
I totally.
But as a rejected person, I don't feel like you can like.
That's what I'm saying.
There's no
like,
service, bro. You're just
Sundance is throwing luxury parties with everybody's submission fees. Like they're just like, oh, some sap sent us a $149 submission fee. It's like there's no way he would get into Sundance, dumbass. Like
fucking. And then like, you know, they'll be like, oh yeah, I applied for like the Cleveland Tavern fucking film festival, and it's like, you know, but I'm not even going to Cleveland. Like I just want them to screen it, and it's like. I don't know. I mean, I guess it kind of builds a community around the film, but it's not like, you know, like I get those comments on the glance and shit. And I'm like, you know, this is how somebody interpreted my film, right? And I'm like, beautiful. Just go up there and you're speaking about the film, and people will ask you technical questions. You know what I mean? And you're in. It's like iron sharpening iron, bro. Where it's like, you know, like, and everybody in the community, because it's not a fucking big community. I mean, it's like there's like, you know, it's New Jersey film and it's getting huge.
It's such a small world.
Yeah, like Rob Ciano, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've met Rob at SIP Studios. I think like maybe like 3 years ago.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah. But it's like, you know, but coming back to it, you know, like, or Shoner, you know what I mean? Shoner, I think we were talking about it earlier, bro. I met Shoner on LinkedIn, and it wasn't because he was the film commissioner. It was just somebody who was into film that was in like Cedar Grove. You know what I mean? I'm like, word. I'm like, you know, I'm like, oh, dude, you're fucking a mile and a half down the road. I'm like, I don't know. And then I found I was a film commissioner. I mean, it was weird. Shout out to Shoner, man. Shoner like has been championing that shit.
Senior advisor.
Senior
for the New Jersey film.
Senior advisor. Okay, I don't know. Tasso will go crazy into that shit, man. Shout out to Tasso Zaritis. Tasso is the best, man. I fucking NJ Film Expo. Shout out to One Day and his girlfriend. Fucking Lisi. Fucking at NJ Film Expo, man. Tasso. You could reference that actually. The last episode, man. Fucking Tasso is like, yo, fucking, we're bringing it down, man. We're bringing down the thing. I love Tasso, man. He's the fucking man. That guy's like, that is like the most fiery filmmaker in the entire motherfucking scene because he's just like passionate Greek dude. But it's just such a small community, man, that it's like, like I know Tasso's films because I hang out with Tasso and I know what he makes, you know what I mean? It's like, but like, I don't fucking hang out with Rob Ciano that much. I don't know what his films look like. Or it's like, to see everybody go.
Shimmer in 29 on Tubi. Shout out Rob Ciano.
It's just seeing where everybody's strengths are, you know what I mean? Like I do those photo walks with Jeff. I met Jeff. Jeff was just an attendee and wanted to make more stuff. And it's just like, giving people the space to speak, like, gives them that fucking, like I've seen crews form off of it, bro. Like, a lot of these people, it's like, I'm not charging anybody. I, like, rejected or accepted. Just come by, I'll make pizza. You know what I mean? It's a nice space. It's like, no, it's not like, like a 2-bedroom condo.
With some very good tomatoes.
You have really good tomatoes, man. Really, if you pay a little extra, those are some San Marzano. I'm Sicilian, you could believe me. No, dude, it's just like giving people a home, man. You know what I mean? It's the same campfire aspect to it, man. But it's like
I like that it unites people who are in film school right now, people who maybe went to film school like 10 years ago and are kind of out of the game, and they're just like, yo, like, I made this film, but I don't like do this that often. Like, I'm kind of just like in and out. Like, I would love to do this. And I feel like it's a place for people to kind of grow and exhibit their films. And as you have more people, like, you had Ko there.
What's up?
You had
Qua.
Yeah,
Qua. Shout out to Qua Le, bro. Qua. I have like industry speaking. So I don't know who the real film coming from, but no, Janice Kovac was shout out to Janice Kovac.
So like bringing those types of people into a space where it's very amateur, like in the best way possible. Like it's just like the film, like you're gonna watch 2 or 3 films that you're just like, wow, that shit was sick.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best part, and that's kind of what a comedy open mic is.
Fucking
like,
varies, man. It's like
it's like at a comedy open mic, you're gonna sit around and be like, why am I at this thing? Like I should leave this bar, and then all of a sudden somebody comes up who you don't know who the fuck they are, and they just make you laugh.
I had that with Cam Patterson at the Comedy Store.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, when I went to LA, bro, like Monday nights at fucking Comedy Store is just like
get him to Prototype. He's in New York now for SNL.
I'm trying. Oh yeah, no, dude, it's awesome. But I didn't know who I wasn't really watching Kill Tony and shit. And like, it's just a bunch of college kids, you know what I mean? No, that's my time. You know what I mean? Really fast. And fucking Cam Patterson comes by and he just fucking just kills, man. Just like I was like, wow, that guy's, it's strange, man. Maybe he's just like a polished person, but then different people that are in the scene, like like Ali Mack or fucking like Bobby Lee will just pop in, just do quick like 5, and then it's just so cool, man. But yeah, for film screenings, man, it's like I love, you know what I mean? Like I remember my first screening, you know what I mean? Like, and how special that was to me, like and a lot of these fucking like the places to release and shit, like I'm not shitting on the fucking Claridge, but it's like, all right, like my buddy was releasing a fucking feature and like he sold at the Claridge.
Full lineup of Montclair films released today, by the way. This is 2 weeks ago.
Oh wait, really? Yeah. Oh wait, which one?
No, I mean like the Montclair Film Festival.
No. My buddy sold out the Claridge, and like the venue fee and shit was like he like broke even.
Yeah, so it's very tough. It's very tough. As somebody who was working at a venue, like the rents are too damn high.
Yeah.
Like it's literally like impossible to rent out and make money on things unless you're like making a luxury event. Like if you get people to donate champagne and you get like catering and shit, then you could charge $60 for shit, and then you're like, all right, now I have that type of people here.
Yeah, but like as a college kid, bro, like you know what I mean? Like,
oh, that's bullshit. Like, as a college kid, I looked for free shit all around. As a 30-year-old, I looked for free shit all around.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Fucking, but like I was like giving these like people just a platform to go there, and they link up with people, man, and they you see where everybody's skill is at, like like. This guy's a good producer. This guy's a good cinematographer. And like, you know, we just form crews, man. Like even with Jeff, shout out to Robert. I don't know. We're building like a small crew where the goal is to release something every single month. Like it doesn't have to be a crazy thing. It has to be, you know what I mean? It could be all visual. Doesn't matter. As long as you're consistently making things, man. And it's just that same principle, man, of like, you know, like the energy travels. Like you build that campfire that people can come to, and you know, give them good music, you know, good food, you know what I mean? And we have each other, and we're able to understand like how as New Jersey film is the tribe, you know what I mean? Like this is the tribe, you know what I mean? Like these are the parts that we play within the tribe to be able to like make beautiful shit, bro, you know?
Yeah.
Tell some human stories.
No, it's a really beautiful thing, especially just like, yeah, I don't know, growing up in the Hudson Valley, like just film kind of felt far away. I'm sure you kind of felt the same way with Paterson. Like even though we knew New York City like existed, like I feel like felt very distant, and you like slowly have to find out like, oh, you go to these things, you go to that thing, you go to these websites, and that's how you find it out. But it takes so long. So to be like something that's very open, and it's like it's very easy for
open.
Yeah, it's like very easy for like college kids to find it and be like, oh, this is a great place to go. And like you're gonna be there with people who work professionally as videographers, like people who work professionally as composers, people who work professionally as sound people.
Next just quick plug, fucking next film screening is a composer meetup. It's like the first not straight up collaboration.
Do you have a date for that one?
Not yet. I'm working on a day, so I'm collaborating.
Cool. We'll put it in the description below.
Yeah, that's because in 2 weeks or 2 hours, whatever. Yeah, no, I'm collaborating with this guy Joe Chris. We're just doing like a composer like meetup, and we're still working out like how the show structures. The first one, it's like it's like a one gap of like, all right, I gotta like organize how many submissions, and like, you know, the community just broke like 10K in like the past like, you know, 9 months, 10 months, you know, like but yeah, the next one is Joe Chris, and we're doing a composer like meetup, and like, you know, just straight up just like not an open mic, but like just the composers presenting their work, and like, you know, a mix up and like mixer, and yeah, that's that one. It should be like at the end of October. And then after that, man, there's another concept too that I'm like floating around. It's called Symposium Series.
Oh yeah, this sounds sick. I definitely.
This shit's gonna be cool. This shit is UFC for intellectuals, and it's gonna be nuts. It's like but right now currently, so I have the headliner right now is we got the Honorable Judge Bud, who's like a Passaic County like judge for the past like 20, 30 years.
Oh yeah, he's already gonna be involved.
That's I mean, I talked to him. He's like, he's good, but his prompt, we're gonna give him a prompt, and his prompt is how to encourage people to be good, and it's and then it's like a debate forum, like it's a symposium. Like, you remember the symposium? I think like, you know, like I'm not gonna bring up the Charlie and go into the whole crazy shit on Charlie Kirk, but it's like, you know, like I didn't really agree with that guy's views and shit, and whatever, the guy, you know, that murdered. You know, I liked what he was doing in the situation where we're gonna have this public forum and debate. But not like, you know, not like I'm the fucking guy and let me own the libs. You know what I mean? Like, I think unity starts with a conversation, you know?
Yeah.
And, yeah, like yeah, man. It's just I was doing blocking for it yesterday, man. It's sick. It's man, it's just like that shit, man. It's just giving people to speak, man.
I think it's cool, like especially with all you have going on with the Patersonian, to have like just more things constantly happening.
Yeah, it's
where it's like,
man.
It could be like a new TV station, or it could just be like people just know there's always stuff happening there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I hope you guys continue to grow in 5 years and just use that momentum of like, oh wow, we're not amateurs at this anymore. Like, we've been doing this 5 years in the same space. I feel like that's when you really start to thrive and like grow. So I look forward to that.
I just shout out to Prototype, man. It's like it allows people to reach their like true potential. You know what I mean? Like you can, like I wasn't, like I was talking to my buddy Josh yesterday, and he was like, dude, you're a completely different person, but like in a good way. You know what I mean? Like, cause I was like, but we all change, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, fucking just just seeing how seeing how the space has grown, seeing how people have grown, seeing people go through hard shit, you know what I mean? Go through loss, go through fucking, you know, all that shit. And just, you know, we're still going and we're still just trying to fucking make great shit and, you know, connect people and just build that energy.
You guys have probably put 1,000 people up on stages at Prototype
bro,
in the last 5 years.
Film screenings has 150 people, bro. It's been less than a year, or roughly maybe 120.
So you guys have created a home for so many artists, and yeah, we got to keep growing those. And I'm glad you're also
on the same energy, man. You did some great shit at Williams Center.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, and it's like a collective. It's like awesome. It's like even though I don't work at the Williams Center, I'm still like Team Williams Center because I want that place to fucking thrive. Like I want you guys to thrive, even if I never work with you guys ever again. I want you guys to thrive. It's like
please do,
you know, yeah, no, for sure. But it's like cool. Like I've been doing a lot of shows at Club Andromeda in Nyack, and they're
where you're at in Hudson Valley or in Nyack?
I'm from Warwick originally.
Okay.
And I live in Rutherford.
Oh,
so,
right.
Yeah, I'm in Jersey right now, but I do a lot of shows there, and like, yeah, like it started out doing shows for another booker, Tim McMurtry, shout out Trip Squad Productions. Like he's doing shows at Club Andromeda, but now like Club Andromeda has like picked me up and like put me on a couple shows, and I'm just like, this is an amazing space, even if I wasn't.
I think I know that guy. I'm not sure.
Tim McMurtry?
I think so.
Probably. Yeah. He does like a lot of like hardcore shows. He's in MOD, I think.
Word.
Yeah, he's around. Yeah. He's around. His shows at Jimmy's, I've been doing those. I'm probably on a show at Jimmy's in a week or so. Whenever this gets released, I'm sure.
2 weeks,
I'm sure
2 weeks ago,
yeah.
That was a great show at Jimmy's, man.
No, nothing on the Jimmy's agenda yet. Yeah.
Have you ever done the Meat Locker or no?
I've done the open mic there. I've never done the Meat Locker like appropriately. They had a open mic there for like a month. Yeah. The open mic scene will bring you to crazy places, and it's like Prototype is like one of the many cool places that I've been brought by like comedy and people posting like open mic here like randomly or whatever.
Yeah. Nick, shout out to Nick Cara, Nick Fierro, a lot of Nicks. No, dude, it's just like, you know, just random stuff too. Like shout out to One Day, just people bringing that stuff up. That's what I love about it, man. It's just following like the lightning of shit. It's like, you know, that's why I like upstanding comedy, man. It was like, you know, like I'm not, you know, I've never really done it. You know what I mean? But I just know like I make more films because I made film screenings. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna meet more comedians and do more comedy. Like, you know what I mean? I'm writing now, and you know, like it's that, you know what I mean? Like the community is pushing you to make more things within your own community. Like I love hanging out with the comedians and shit. Like, you know, and seeing like how you structure your bits and how that varies from the other person. And then like you get people who are hosting mics in different places, and it's like, you know, you're not like, it's not like I love acting, but like I hate waiting to perform. You know
that is one of the big things that people don't talk about, and that's what I think weeds a lot of people out.
Yeah,
is like, when you're not a star, you're not making tons and tons of money. It's a lot of auditioning. It's a lot of waiting in rooms. Yeah. It's mostly applying, mostly doing stuff by yourself, mostly reading through scripts by yourself, sitting in a trailer by yourself. You go on set, you meet the people. The second you get on set, then you leave. Like, it's not glamorous necessarily. That's why it is such a weird art.
Yeah.
Like there's the indie film where it's like you really get to like live with the script.
Yeah.
You might do rehearsals and stuff like that and do like a play where like there's tons of integrity, but like a lot of times you're just showing up the day of and it's like, all right, you ready to go? Okay, we haven't rehearsed. And it's like, yeah, we'll just shoot the rehearsal. Like, okay, do 2 more takes. Okay, now we're the other way. All right, we got your shot. And people are like, but this was my first line. Like, you're getting me off in 2 hours. Yeah. Like, I feel like that's a lot of
this is for big production?
Yeah, I feel like big productions. Like, that's how it is.
I think now we can reveal it. Prototype was used for Late Fame by as the new Willem Dafoe movie that's premiering at the New York.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bro. We've had a couple of... Shout out to Shoner, bro. You know, Shoner really championed shit. I don't think Shoner was the one who brought Late Fame in, but that's how small the community is for New Jersey film, man. It was like Late Fame shot at my house. 2 of my friends, like shout out IJ, shout out to Susan, like 2 of my friends are the fucking crew. You know what I mean? Like my buddy's holding the sound, the boom, the boom pole, and is like texting me like, "Yo, this motherfucker," you know. And like Susan, I went to acting school with Susan for like, you know, and she's a DGA like first AD. And but Willem Dafoe's in this film, bro, and it's great. It's basically he's an aging poet that finds fame late. So it's called Late Fame, and it'll be in New York Film Festival, and apparently it's like up for like, I don't know, just all the major festivals.
Hell yeah.
Kent Jones is great, man. I think it's his second film. But yeah, man, fucking I got to meet Willem Dafoe and pick his brain a little bit. I too slowed him. So check this out. So this is a quick story. So fucking I'm there and I'm on the set of Late Fame, right? And my friend hooked me up with like your featured extra like thing. I'm like, oh, thanks. But so I'm there and I'm sitting there. I'm playing the sound guy, and Willem Dafoe's like walking around and like muttering his lines. And he's like, no. And I'm like up top, and he's like, and I'm like down low, and I'm like, shit, too slow. But yeah, I'm like, and he's just like, was just confused, and then man. But then I got to pick his brain a little bit too, man, and I was like, it was trying to bring more, like, because the fourth floor is a theater, and I'm like, how do you build like a community of actors? Like, I was still riding high off of like, we have a community of filmmakers. How do we connect all the parts? And he was like, like, I know you did a lot of work with like the Woolsey group, and he was just like, bro, he's like, we were poor. He's like, we were just artists in like, like the late 80s, like early like 80s and like late, whatever, just like late like early 80s. And he's like, he's like, one of us would go and do a play and we bring a little bit of money back, and you know what I mean? It's like, and we've kept it going, and it's been 50 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like, he's just been, and he's just an old, the thing is, like, you think it's like, oh, it's the Green Goblin, he's fucking, the guy from Poor Things, all this other shit, and it's just that guy is just a working fucking actor, man. Like, that guy is an old theater dude, just professional as fuck, man.
Also, anybody you see who has a career like he has, it's like they met young filmmakers and were just like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And then those young filmmakers ended up making another feature, then another feature, and you're just like, oh, he worked with fucking Catherine Bigelow when she was making her early films, or worked with whoever the fuck.
Yeah. I mean, he picks, the thing is, man, you could like pick, you're picking like, like, here's the job, like here's the mortgage, and then here's like something about, like, that guy like picks like really like, deep shit, like good stuff. And it's just that's like there's the difference between like an actor and a personality. You know what I mean? It's like, sometimes people are just getting booked like fucking like, we got this guy. You know what I mean? Like Willem Dafoe's a fucking actor, bro. But he's just cool as shit. But yeah, man, just it's just keeping it going, man. Just follow that fucking lightning and just keep making things.
Wow. Yeah. Thank you so much, Matt, for coming on. Matthew Zeitoun, whatever we're going to go by on this podcast.
Zeitoun.
Follow him at all of the links in the description. I'm sure there's going to be some YouTube stuff. I'm sure there's going to be some open film screening stuff. All types of stuff.
Too many things, man.
Definitely come out to a comedy show.
2 weeks
coming up
ago.
2 weeks ago, come out to the Patterson prototype, whatever the fuck.
Guys.
5 year. But we might have some other comedy stuff in the work coming up, so keep an eye out for that. It might be happening on Wednesday nights. We'll see some upstanding comedy probably in the future.
Let's fucking rock. I'm trying to get the lineups together. We're seeing how crazy this show 2 weeks ago. It's gonna be a lot tomorrow, man. Or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago was a lot. Yeah,
bro. It's great, man.
But if you
fixing elevators on Molly.
If you need help 2 weeks ago, just let me know. Yeah, I'll be around to help you with facilitating.
All right,
if you
thank
need
you,
it.
thank
Yeah,
you.
for sure.
Like Back to the Future. Or some shit.
Yeah, damn. Like and subscribe, guys. Keep art alive. Go to Patterson. It's not that bad.
Yeah,
we love you guys.
That's the tagline of the Patersonian. Go to Patterson. It's not that bad. It's not that bad, bro. It's just not that bad. She just lives in the garbage, man. She's good. She's fine. That was mad fun.
Hell yeah. This was great, dude. Robbie will know that we're wrapping up. I'll bring it in. Oh, that shit was fire.